Do your stupid intro, you idiot.
I have 2 different ones, so I'm going to do 2 bits and you can decide which one's better.
Okay.
Okay, here's the first one. I decided I'm going to start wearing my goatee up like this.
Okay.
Here's my other one. You can start. I'm just gonna casually eat these the entire video.
They're a little hard to chew sometimes.
Yeah. Hey guys, Lexstyle here.
And I'm Batch Radio.
For Punk Rock Blues.
It's collection update 111.
Nice. 111. What are we gonna do for it? We're giving out 111 codes.
Technically, we should be doing a giveaway, actually.
Is this a giveaway?
No. Well, no, we have nothing set up for it, so...
Yeah.
But it should technically be one. next week. Because I realized, I was like, wait a second, we have three sets of codes here. I was like, this would be the 4th.
Well, no, you know what the rule is it's after we do 3 updates.
Yeah, and we did 3.
No,
this is the 4th
no,
one.
I wasn't in one. We didn't do 3.
Okay.
If I can, did we even do did you even say your name?
Yeah, I said my name.
We didn't do the blue joke. I am literally in solid black.
Yeah, I mean,
there is
it's
not
weird, actually.
There's not, I guess there's blue on the hat. There's not a part of me. This is what I wear camping every night, because I just bought a pack of t-shirts, a bunch of pajama pants, and a bunch of pairs of socks for the trip. And even these boxers are new for the trip. I bought just everything new, yeah. I'm in solid black right now.
Okay.
Anyways, I have a couple things before we start, if I could say it.
I bought a canned armadillo.
I just a couple things, if we could say them real
Yeah.
quick. Go check out episode 2 of Dallas the Alice. It's great. The reviews are coming in, and actually we haven't gotten a single comment on it yet, which is weird to me. But the sandwich scene apparently is we put the tea on the ball on the tea and we knocked it out of the park. John told me that he couldn't finish the episode because he was laughing so hard at the sandwich scene he had to stop watching.
Nice.
I also want to say that I'm going to New York in a couple weeks. So
Dork I know said she really liked it.
Yeah. I'm going to New York in a couple weeks, so you know what that means. New York video part 2. Will we finally get the ending that everyone's been waiting for?
Is it literally just you on the Eiffel Tower again? Not the Eiffel Tower, the
Statue of Liberty? Or Empire State?
Empire State Building again. And you're just like, and that's all.
That'll wrap it. This is going to wrap this up.
What was that, 2018?
2018, because it was right after I graduated high school.
Okay.
I pulled that's the most cliche thing I've ever done.
Yeah, it was your gap year.
Yeah. The most cliche thing I've ever done is graduated school and went on vacation.
Yeah.
I've never done anything that cool. But going back to New York, so maybe we'll get a video right away. Maybe it won't take 2 years. I intend to actually do it for realsies this time. Maybe I should buy a second camera.
Starting off
with this,
showing just 4 board games I got.
Else? Did we have
actually 5, because you have 1.
Oh yeah. Did we have anything else to say? Any updates?
I don't think so.
Go watch Dallas.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for a New York video in the future.
I got this one. It's called Yippee Yippee Yeti. Just because I think the name was funny. And also it looks crazy on the back. We found Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
We did
like,
not.
What?
Not a part of this.
That's true. You even told me, you're like, don't buy that.
I didn't say don't buy that.
With me.
I wasn't there.
I found this thing. It's the Walking Dead trivia game. We're gonna do it. Have we ever mentioned this on camera?
No, I was gonna let you do this, and I was gonna announce it because we have so many. We have to start now.
And then I got Jaws, a game of strategy and suspense. It's for 2 players.
Oh.
And yeah, I got this off Facebook. Also, there's a naked lady on the cover. That's crazy.
I got Blue's Clues, the board game, which apparently we owned as a kid.
Yeah, we owned this as little children. Well, at least I probably.
So I also want to show off that because I don't think I ever did. And this is the coolest thing I've ever bought. Did I show this off? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Okay. Before we do that, we can announce it now. Especially, I mean, we're out of hand now. I mean, it's everywhere. I think we have to start.
Yeah.
We are going to do a board game series. We should probably film them on Sunday nights now.
Okay.
Because I'll have that day off this month. Basically, we're gonna grab. We've been buying the weirdest board games. He wants to start with Rock'em Sock'em. That's what I told you no about. So you have this piece. No, I have to get this. It's been bothering me. we're gonna start. We have some crazy board games, and we've been showing them off a lot recently. But I mean, it's been going back like a while.
I'm just gonna eat these the entire video.
Not even the line. I also want to stay tuned for that. We're still coming up with a cool name. It sucks because I don't think there'll ever be a board game series with a better name than Board James. I really like that. We could play all the games on the floor and call it floorboards. Is that a good idea?
Okay, starting off with a VHS that
hasn't been said in a while.
Actually, do we have VHS recently?
The last one would have been Batamania, but we didn't do a whole section for it. We just went like, hey, look.
Yeah, okay.
Did we even show off the Testament ones? I don't think we ever did. We showed off the how to play
I don't
Batamania,
know.
but we didn't show off the Testaments.
Okay. Well, where'd you guys find this?
How many physical... Dad found it at a garage sale. I wasn't with him.
Okay, we'll move over Spider-Man and Star Wars Episode 2, as Shakespeare would say, a hit. A palpable hit.
That's what it says.
This is Dinotopia. This is the mini-series with Wentworth Miller. And this...
Wentworth Miller's in this?
And this was received so well that it led to a actual TV series, Dinotopia, which I watched.
Okay.
Because it had Eric Von Detten in it.
Oh, you're a big Eric Von Detten.
Yeah, I watched everything with that guy in the early 2000s, because he was in Brink. I liked Brink as a kid. So, yeah, it's a sealed VHS.
How many...
They paid $19 for this.
How many physical media YouTubers can say that within eye shot of where they stand to film, they have their VHS? Like, we have a big view.
Some.
Yeah, but we can, like, reference VHS instantly.
And technically, The Godfather setup, there's a VHS.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We have all those. I mean, is this bag still have any in them or no?
No. Those are all in here.
Alright. I think I still have some in my room. We should make a table out of VHS. Like, you build it out of wood. Here's what we're doing. We build it out of wood, and then you hollow out, like, you have a big, thick, how thick's a VHS? This? I mean, you just, no, it's like basically this.
Yeah, it's not that big.
But you have a VHS, so we hollow out a little more than this. Like, this much we hollow out. We line it with VHS tapes, and then you just glass it over.
Yeah.
Big cool table. I'm talking the bare tapes. I'm not talking about, like, in the cases or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the actual just...
just the tapes?
Yeah, I think it'd look cool.
It would look cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting off on DVDs, I'm taking the first two.
It's a DIY project for someone.
I'm taking the first two, and then you're taking the second two.
Okay.
And I'm taking the next
6.
Okay, first off, a documentary I found, and I watched this. It's only 52 minutes long, so it wasn't that long. It was breezy, and it was fun.
I watched it right after you, and it brought a tear to my eye.
It's American Mullet. It's a documentary about the hairstyle mullet.
I honestly didn't know what it was.
And
now, do you have a greater appreciation for the mullet now?
I don't like the mullet.
I like the mullet, and I pitched to you that since you're growing your hair, I want to get you to do a mullet.
I pretty much do.
That's how mine is. I mean, you knew I get that double cut.
Yeah.
I brought it up on camera before, but when I grow my hair out...
Is this the longest my hair's ever been on camera?
Yes, definitely. When I grow my hair out, which was a few months ago, I had it pretty long, my hair stops growing at my hairline here, and then another hair starts. So I stop, and then like a mullet just starts growing for the rest of my hair. They're not continuous. It's super annoying.
Well, anyways, enough with the hair talk.
Fine, it was only like 30 seconds.
Because next up is Hairspray the Musical.
How many hair do we have today?
Next up is the thing my dad got me, and it's called Dead Pets Don't Lie, and it's something about food poisons and killing your pets.
Horrible.
I don't know.
Dad said you're gonna have so much fun with it, and he's like, "Oh, he'd buy it." I went, "No, he wouldn't buy it. He doesn't buy everything." Well, I was like, "He wouldn't buy the human trafficking one." He was pissed at you about that.
And the back, somehow all 5 of these people look the same.
Let me see. Oh yeah, you showed me that. I love how it's detecting their faces. This looks like the most horrible thing I've ever seen. It's Forever Night, the Trilogy Part 1. How do you Part 1 a trilogy?
Okay, can I tell you what it is?
Yeah.
There was 3 seasons of the show. So it's the Trilogy, Part 1. It's Season 1.
Jesus. This looks horrific. What is it? I want to start it immediately. Look at that.
It's a vampire TV show, apparently.
That looks cool. I came in with a tattoo. Oh, I've always wanted to get, I wish I made cures for how people are tattooed on me. But then I came with the idea if I did the actual guy running logo, and then like in him it would be say that. I know I'm off topic today. I'm sorry. I just watched Meet the Parents.
When I got this, the girl at St. Vinny's was like, "Oh my god, I was actually just sending a picture of this to my mom like 15 minutes ago."
I have a funny work story. I was talking to Jess the other day, and we were talking movies because I just bought her a Blu-ray player finally. I found one at Iman's grandma's.
I think she still has Trapped in Paradise, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think so. His dad was like, "Are you going to give her a Blu-ray to watch when you give her the player?" I was like, "Well, she still has Trapped in Paradise." But anyway, so we were talking movies and stuff, and I was like, I don't remember how we got on it, but I was like, I would never apply for a job advice, but if it ever gets to the point where
Advice?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Dark Side of the Ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would never apply for Vice, but if I knew someone that worked at Vice, Vice is like, I ate hard-boiled eggs only for a week. Let's see what happened. That kind of shit.
Are they?
Yeah, that's them. Like all those weird, like, I drank my urine for a month. Here's what happened to my intestines. Like that's what Vice is.
Okay.
Like they're web articles and stuff. It's all shit like that. Just. I feel like Vice, you don't do anything, you just come up with an idea. Like, there's this one guy, I think, for Vice, where every week he picks a new insane celebrity workout. It's like, I saw one the other day that was like, I worked out, like, Mark Wahlberg for a week, or Jason Statham for a week, or The Rock for a week. Like, shit like that. Like, people just, Vice just do whatever.
We're way off topic.
Well, I want to finish my Vice things. It's very funny. And I was like, I would never apply for Vice, but if I ever knew someone that was like, hey, Vice wants to work with you, I'd be like, yes, I have an idea. What I want to do is I want to watch The Animal with Rob Schneider every single day for a year. And then I want to release a Vice article called, I watched The Animal every day for a year. Here's what I learned. Because if I just did that, people would be like, what the fuck are you doing that for? But if I did it for Vice, people would go, oh, I get it. It's the best excuse in the world.
No, it's cool. I work for Vice now.
Yeah, I pitched it to Jess. She's like, why would you do that to yourself? I was like, well, it's a good movie. I was like, it's probably going to suck after a whole year. But it's like, you can learn so much. Every frame you get to focus. There's that one guy that saw Captain Marvel like 250 times in theaters. He's like, yeah, I just looked a foot to the left each time on the screen and caught with new stuff. And like, I can watch like 365 days.
I'm just gonna look at this area of the screen for the whole time, and then tomorrow I'm gonna look at this area of the screen.
And then I released a bonus article that was like, I screwed myself. I didn't realize it was leap year. Here's a fucking 366th day of The Animal. It wasn't expecting
what's next?
What's next is Hey Dude Season 1.
This is a late 80s, early 90s show from Nickelodeon. About kids on a ranch.
Is that who? That's.
You have no idea who that is. Christine Taylor?
Oh my god. She's...
Is that Christine Taylor?
I think so.
The name sounds familiar.
I think I'm popping for her because she was in Earl.
She's the girl from Dodgeball.
She's Marsha Brady. Yeah.
She's the girl from Dodgeball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dodgeball.
And then she's on Arrested Development. She's the Alpolicha girl.
Oh yeah.
Sally Sidwell?
Silly.
Yeah.
Is she in Earl? Is she? She is. She's Alex Myers in Earl. She's the professor, and then she's just like, oh, that's how I knew her. Huh? I didn't know that was Marsha Brady. Well, do you remember Kid Ranch or whatever it's called?
Kid Ranch?
Yeah. It was that show where it was like 30 kids went to live on a ranch and they had no adults or whatever, and they had to learn if it was a reality show on Nickelodeon.
I do not remember.
I'll Google the name of it.
Oh no. Can you...
I heard you say Kid Nation. You don't know about Kid Nation?
No.
I hear you go, oh no, before the problem even happened.
No, because I saw it happening. I was literally... Because I was holding these in my left hand, I was sliding this over, and then the first DVD fell, and then they all fell. Okay, next up.
Oh, we were filming this whole time?
Yeah, I think my oh no is on camera. Okay, next up. I found the complete series of a show at the Dane County Humane Society.
Oh, which was
I Love Lucy, Season 1.
The show featured 40 children aged 18 to 50.
I Love Lucy Season 2. I Love Lucy Season 3. She's got knives on this one. I noticed that. It's crazy.
Oh no. Jesus.
I Love Lucy Season 4. She's got glasses on this one. That's kooky. I Love Lucy Season 5. And on this one she's like, grrr, grumpy. And then I Love Lucy Season 6. She's like, ah! The only episode I really know the show's the vitamin Jiggly. She's like, and it tastes good too.
I'm pretty sure it's good for you too.
No, it says it on here. It tastes good for you too.
Are we done talking about I Love Lucy?
Alright, Kid Nation.
Don't bring it up to Dad. He hates I Love Lucy. The show, featuring 40 children aged 8 to 15, was filmed on location at the Bonanza Creek Movie Ranch.
Featuring 40 kids aged 8 to 40.
If it was filmed on location at the Bonanza Creek Movie Ranch, a privately owned town built on the ruins of Bonanza City, New Mexico, 8 miles south of Santa Fe. For all those times we've been to Santa Fe. Yeah. The show stresses the
classic times in the Fe.
In the Fe.
We like to call it the Fe Bay.
We like to call
it... it's nowhere near the Bay? I don't know.
We like to call it Tina. The show stresses the difficulty in creating a viable society. While each child received $5,000 for their involvement, gold stars valued at $20,000 and $50,000 were awarded to select outstanding participants as decided by the elected town council.
Jesus. That kid did a flip. Give him one of those stars.
Speaking before an audience of television reviewers, producer Tom Foreman acknowledged that Kid Nation would inevitably share some elements with William Golden's novel Lord of the Flies, which depicted plane-wrecked children without adult supervision. Adults were present off-camera.
What was this on? Nickelodeon?
CBS.
Oh, okay.
2007, so it's later than I thought it was.
I just have no idea. I have no idea this is a thing.
Adults were present off-camera during...
You watched this?
Like I said, I think Funny or Die or someone, they do a series where they cover every episode.
Oh, okay. I don't remember why we're talking about this,
to be honest. It's a fucking madhouse. Because the dude... Whatever the ranch thing you got me was.
Oh, hey, dude.
Yeah. It reminded me of this. It's a clusterfuck because it's 40 kids trying to run their own town. Adults were present off-camera during production, including cameramen, producers, a medic, and a child psychologist, although all interacted with the children as little as possible. Participants also missed a month of school. Performance suggested that such real-world tasks as preparing a group breakfast, doing physical chores like fetching water, and making group decisions constituted an educational experience in its own right. Foreman said that all participants were cleared by a team of psychologists, and any children could choose to go home during any of the periodical town meetings, which 3 did.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a show where they're like, "Hey, let's just give a town to kids."
The 140-year-old was like, "I miss my parents."
I've seen the first. I've seen.
I call Top Monk.
I've seen the first episode, and the first day.
On the first night, they hear sobbing in the cabin. They're like, "Who's that?" "Oh, that's just Greg up on Top Bunk. He misses his parents."
I like that it's ages 8 to 15 because that's the exact same age that John Mulaney picked for the Sacklug one. She's like, we went 8 to 15. Actually,
that's such a big gap.
He might have done 8 to 13, but yeah, it was 8 to 15.
It's such a big gap.
The first day,
a 15-year-old could kick the shit out of me.
I watched the first episode, and the first day.
This was a fight to the death style island, right?
No, they had to work together.
Oh.
The first, remind me of an idea for a TV show I have since you brought up Fight Island.
Okay.
Anyway,
take
the first episode is Anarchy. Or the first day they get there, and this is 40 kids. Okay. Wow. Why do I get stuck with this? Hey, it's Redneck Comedy Roundup 2.
I haven't watched this because it's 2.
With Jeff Foxworthy, Blake Clark, Jerry Springer, Bane Elvo, Bobcat Goldthwait, Ron Schock, and AJ Styles. Because that doesn't look like AJ.
That's Bobcat Goldthwait.
Is that?
Yeah.
I've only seen him in Scrooged. If that doesn't look like AJ Styles looks right now.
Yeah, it is.
I thought that was Bobcat Goldthwait.
No, that's Jerry Springer.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've only seen him with red hair. What's this guy's name? Is that Ron Schock then? Or is he... No, that's Blake Clark.
Yeah, because that's Sean's dad on Boy Meets World.
He's in everything.
Yeah, but he's Sean's dad on Boy Meets World.
This is uncanny AJ Styles, though. I like... Oh my god. I'm glad that that's like a somebody. Like, I might be able to... I'm gonna look at this picture, crop it. I'm gonna tweet AJ Styles tomorrow.
Next up.
Richard Kind is in Inside Out, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Bing Bong.
I would honestly give anything to work with Richard Kind. Like, if I was a director or producer, anything, like, if I had one chance to make anything, he's not even one of my favorite actors or anything. Like, I love him.
He was on one of the most recent seasons of Curb, and he's great. Andy.
I would do anything to work with Richard Kind. Like,
he was the mayor on Spin City. That's why I keep telling you, we need to watch Spin City together. That was the first thing I ever saw Richard Kind in.
Would you tell...
For like the first 3 years of me watching things with Richard Kind, I go, oh, it's the mayor from Spin City. Now I know him from tons of things.
See, I like him from Scrubs, mostly. Would you tell him about Richard Kind Jr. if you met him? Once you get
Too much
close
to
enough,
explain.
it wouldn't be that much to explain.
If I
we show them the video,
3 months,
we show them the video. We've named them in the video. At the start, like,
okay.
oh look, it's Richard Kind Jr. I guess.
Okay, well anyway, I got season 1 of Xena Warrior Princess from Big Trouble.
From Big Trouble.
And which I found out this is a spin-off of another show that only lasted like a season or something like that. I don't know. And then there's another spin-off. Anyways, I watched the first 3 episodes of this. It's silly and goofy and kind of dumb, but it was pretty good.
This
it was
is the
pretty
end of
good.
DVDs, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's Lucy Lawless as Xena, and Renee O'Connor as Gabriel.
She's from Parks and Rec.
Yeah, there's only two.
She
two people.
she reminds me of Tia Leigh. I wonder how you pronounce that name. You didn't even want this, and you hung it up on your wall. Show this off. I found him the best thing ever.
It's Rad Rollers, Batman Marbles.
We'll show them off. Zoom in there.
They're so hard to see.
I know. It's great. Hey, we're on to Blu-rays. I'm starting. You're starting.
I'm starting, and then you're taking the next 2. First off with the Blu-rays, a sequel to a movie we got a few months ago, and I really liked it. And I thought the sequel was gonna be. I was like, I don't think the sequel was gonna be as good. It wasn't as good, but it was actually really good. I liked it. And the one character's gone, Bruno Kirby. He's from the first one. He's not in the second one, but they replaced him with John Lovitz. Not like the character, but a different character. But it was okay. It's City Slickers 2, The Legend of Curly's Gold, and it was pretty good. It's got Daniel Stern in it. Daniel Stern's a good actor. I like him and stuff.
Howard's cousin.
What?
Howard's cousin.
Howard Stern? I don't think so. And Billy Crystal, who I'm taking
Howard,
or leave it.
What's Howard Stern famous for?
Howard Stern?
Like, what did he start as?
The Howard Stern Show.
What? So he was always... But
He's just a radio
Then
guy.
he just started becoming actors?
Howard Stern? He only did Private Parts.
Did he only do that?
Yeah. Which is an autobiographical movie.
Did Dad tell you what we found? What we would have gotten if it at one antique mall?
What?
If we take you back up there at Fort Atkinson, $8. But it would have been terrible to get off the wall because they had it like a poster in the wall, the son-in-law poster.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I wanted to buy it for you, but the stuff in front of it was... Oh, I love this movie. Did this just come out on Blu-ray? We just never had it.
No, I found it somewhere. I found it at Goodwill.
Disturbia, Shia LaBeouf. Upgrade.
I yelled at it.
He gets an ankle bracelet, and he runs around
his teacher.
He runs around... Is that how he gets it?
Yeah, he beats his teacher in the classroom.
He runs around the yard,
Oops, I dropped it.
and he puts gnomes on strings and stuff. So it's a thriller movie, but it's a very compelling part. It's very whatever year it came out. Like the shots are like those...
2007. It was directed by DJ Caruso.
It is. It's those quick slide-in zips. I don't know how to describe it. The early 2000s.
He thinks his neighbor's a serial killer.
Imagine like the Darude Sandstorm video. Like sometimes
It's from
stuff...
1999.
No, I'm just saying sometimes stuff shifts. It kind of reminds me of that. There's like scenes in the movie with the same camera and stuff. Oh, I'm going to take this too?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, I don't want that.
I watched this last night.
I have a joke about that. This movie's great. I just watched it like a month ago. It's Hot Rod, Andy Samberg. People say I look like him. It's because of the nose.
Patrick looked a lot like him, actually.
Did Patrick have a big nose?
Oh, I don't know, he just looked like him. Well, I watched Hot Rod last night, and it's hilarious. The part where he's falling down the mountain is great. Next up, I watched the documentary and the concert, the film, the movie. And that's like...
You didn't even say
do
what
these
it
even
was.
count anymore? Because Stardust is closing down. We should have said that at the start of the video. Stardust is closing down. Ugh. So sad about that. Anyway, it's Iron Maiden Flight 666, the film, and the concert.
It's kind of confusing because like Flight 666 would be like a flight in hell or something, right?
Yeah.
I think they got the band wrong. It seems like it should be Leonard Skinner. Is that a good joke?
It's pretty good. We've been watching all the roasts. Central roast.
Oh no! I just the other day read the entire Wikipedia page for the Buddy Holly crash, and then it was like, oh, you may also want to read the Leonard Skinner plane crash. I went, I've already read that, and so I thought
I'll read it again.
I already thought of it. Well, like, what was that thing today? You were like, you mentioned something earlier today, and you were trying to tell me something. I went, yeah, I know. I read the entire Wikipedia. Oh, that was with John. John and I were talking about something today, and he mentioned something. I went, buddy, I read the entire Wikipedia page for that during this shift at work. I know what we're talking about here. Ooh.
Upgrade.
You can have that.
Yeah.
Joe Dirte. Who is she?
Does he say he puts an E at the end?
Yeah.
Or he's like, I put in...
Brittany Daniels, she's a nobody. He came, he cleaned, he conquered. That is dirty. That is a dirty line. Joe Dirt, you've seen it. Everyone's seen it.
I feel like that's a movie everyone has seen.
Yeah, everyone knows about it.
Oh, Joe Dirt's so good.
It's not his best movie, though.
You like Dickie Roberts more?
Yeah. I mean, there's others, too, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know what Dickie
What
Roberts...
about Joe Dirt 2?
I didn't like it that much. That has... You know, it's funny, but I will say, I didn't know that Joe Dirt...
Is it weird we had Joe Dirt 2 on Blu-ray for years and
Sure.
never had the first?
I didn't know that Joe Dirt was after that Iron Maiden thing, because my favorite scene in Joe Dirt 2 is when he meets Lynyrd Skynyrd, and they aren't a band yet, like they're still trying to come up with a name, and he comes up... Yeah.
Crackle original.
You didn't know that? I was going to say that.
I knew that. I knew it. I just forgot.
My favorite scene in the sequel, and I guess spoiler alert, if you didn't know, if you haven't seen it, because I don't think as many people did, because it's a Crackle original movie.
Actually, Crackle's free. It's actually in a really good streaming service.
You just see the same exact... Yeah, you just see the same Skittles ad every time you watch something.
Yeah, and sometimes like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, we had that Skittles and Riddles commercial down pat. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, it's about time travel, and he goes back in time to right when Lynyrd Skynyrd becomes a band. They're trying to come up with a name, and he pitches them Lynyrd Skynyrd, and then they're talking about how famous they're gonna get, and they're like, "Man, we could buy our own private plane." And then he's gonna butt in to tell him not to do it, but then he's like, no, I have to let history happen. And so he's like, good idea, guys, I'm gonna leave. And then he leaves, and then he time travels back to whatever year the crash was, and he like on his feet lands the newspaper that says Lynyrd Skynyrd died in the crash.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a very dramatic scene, Joe Dirt. But you know what Dickie Roberts has is
Dustin Fletcher. What's that guy's name? He played Dustin Diamond.
Yeah, that too. But I was gonna say,
he's dead.
Yeah. What's the Insane in the Membrane?
Insane got no brain. And it's got the young Daredevil.
Yeah, it does have young Daredevil. Sean McCoy or something like that.
Scott Adkins?
No, Sean or Scott.
It's Scott something. Anyway, next up is a bad movie. When I got it, my dad was like, yeah, I think I've seen this. It's pretty bad. And I watched it and it was bad. And I did fall asleep halfway through, so I never really finished it, but take my word for it, it sucked. It's Marmaduke, with Owen Wilson as Marmaduke and George Lopez as a cat. And I did not like it for the hour or so that I watched.
Scott Terra. I was way off.
I knew it was a Scott.
I said Scott. I thought it was like...
You said Sean.
I said Sean, then you said Scott. I reminded myself Sean, but I thought it was like... I don't remember what last name I gave him. Okay. He's in Eight-Legged Freaks, Daredevil, and Dickie Roberts.
Eight-Legged Freaks is a good movie. That's coming out to Blu-ray in a couple months. Or in a month. This month, maybe.
Ooh. I'm getting all the good ones. What is love? Maybe I hurt me.
Upgrade. This just came out on Blu-ray a couple days ago. Well, last week maybe.
Do you think this is better than the Wedding Bros?
Yes.
In comparison of their professions?
Yes.
God, it could have been so
good. This
good.
movie actually is pretty good.
It's really good.
It doesn't hold up like super ton.
I will say that this movie is it's very, very 1998 to the point where the last time I watched this movie, all the Richard Grieco stuff, I'm sitting there going... I
never knew who he was. Even as a kid, I was just like...
I'm sitting there going, who the fuck is Richard Grieco?
Yeah, apparently he was on 21 Jump Street.
I thought it was a character in Night of the Roxbury. Oh, that's right, he's the other... yeah, he's Johnny Depp's partner. But I just thought, I was like, okay, it's just this character in Night of the Roxbury. And then I would hear his name in other things, and I'm like, who is Richard fucking Grieco? Richard Gecko. Has that joke been made yet?
Yes.
Like him drawn as a gecko? I don't know. I don't have a lot of ideas.
If only we had a DeviantArt account.
Yeah. Or we got more fan mail. Send us your fan mail. Tweet us at Punk Rock Blues. Or DM us on Instagram. We've got one piece. It's not even noted.
No, it's somewhere.
It's buried. We have one piece of fan mail.
It is. Can you hand me the next thing?
We can't even call it fan mail. It's fan art. It didn't get mailed to us. It got drawn in front of my face.
And you paid for it.
No, I did not. Could you imagine a YouTuber that did that?
Anyway, next up, a thing that just came out to Blu-ray a few weeks ago. First time ever. And I was surprised because it's directed by Louis C.K. And after all his shenanigans, I was like, it's a little weird that they're putting this out. So I'm hoping the one thing I want on Blu-ray is the Dukes of Hazzard movie. And I know people don't like it anymore because of the Confederate flag stuff. But I'm like, I just want that one movie on Blu-ray.
Even like they explain the flag in the show. I'm the youngest person that brings up this argument every single time because I love the show.
There has to be someone younger than you that's like, I'm a diehard Dukes of Hazzard fan.
I doubt it. I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, because I got
You're an old man now.
Yeah, I got home from school and would turn on.
Anywho,
what is it?
We're done with the Dukes of Hazzard.
TCM?
Yeah, I think so.
I would
CMT? CMT
Turner Classic Movies.
Yeah, but
TCM.
CMT also had it a lot. Okay.
I would turn on TCM.
And then Me TV, I think. Okay, it's Pootie Tang.
Fuck Me TV.
Directed by Louis C.K. and it was written by Chris Rock.
Well, no tobacco day. That's neat. If you get the glare right, it looks like the Ghostbusters
No, it's
logo.
written and directed by Louis C.K. It was produced by Chris Rock.
So if you get the glare right,
yeah.
It looks like the Ghostbusters logo.
Anyway, it's about Pootie Tang, and it's basically a parody of like blaxploitation movies from the past. It's alright. It's not
Sykes.
great. Sorry.
Would you spend a day with Wanda Sykes?
I don't know.
I couldn't. I don't think I like her. She's a funny person, but I don't think I could do it. I'd go through her entire filmography sitting there. Oh, I've seen that.
She's on a lot of shows.
She's in a lot.
New Christine, Curb.
She's the one. She's Clerks too, right? Isn't she the girl in the Porch Monkey scene? That's her.
Maybe.
Remember? She's the one that throws the food away, and then the guy picks it up. He's like, I didn't throw away food. Makes a lot of sense.
Really good.
Yeah, we know they're very good. What's last up? Oh, this movie's so good. God, I'm getting all the hits, and you're getting just shit for shit. We saw this in theaters. I did not want to go. I really was like, this movie looks bad, and you made me go, and it was really good. It's Super 8 by J.J. Abrams. Keyboard solo, J.J. Abrams. I messed that up.
This is the 4K.
Yeah. Oh,
it doesn't come with the Blu-ray. It's only the 4K.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I know. And
is it because it's a movie about film? Or is the Blu-ray factory shut down for COVID?
I don't really like J.J. movies. Except Mission Impossible 3. This is the best one.
This is good. Do you have a favorite movie theater moment?
Tall Ceilings.
No, like a movie.
Seeing Independence Day and Independence Day Resurgence, I guess.
That's not a good moment. It was a bad moment.
Seeing Spider-Man in theaters as a kid was pretty good. Seeing Spider-Man 2 in theaters as a kid was pretty good because you came with that one. And the Doc Ock scene is horrifying.
You saw Amazing...
Do you remember that scene? When he gets turned into Doc Ock? And then, like, the tentacles are in the shadows, and, like, the one girl gets dragged down and nails. It's a horrifying scene. I saw this children.
You saw Amazing Spider-Man in theaters at midnight, because I wasn't allowed to go, and I really wanted to. And then I waited a long time to watch the movies.
Yeah, it's not that good.
I'm glad I didn't see them in theaters. I have, I think, two... Oh, I'll wait for you to come back. I have two favorite movie theater experiences, maybe three. Endgame was awesome. Just that whole week. Like I think we mentioned that in our last video, or maybe we weren't even filming for that, but we had a good crowd. Book club.
Oh, Bucky and the Squirrels was a great one.
Bucky and the Squirrels was great because we were out of 6 people, we were 2.
350 Days was pretty good too because it was a lot of very old wrestling fans who were taking the movie very seriously.
We were not. Forgot that existed.
We were like, oh, we're sitting in a room filled with marks.
We're sitting in a room with people who knew who Ox Baker was.
We knew who everyone was. And I think a lot of the older people didn't think we knew who everyone was because we were laughing at the movie.
It's also maybe a problem that they probably don't know the stuff that we know about the people. Yeah. Like the Jimmy Snuka stuff or the Greg Valentine stuff. I forgot that existed. That was the same way when we saw...
Bret Hart's in that movie. Lanny Poffo.
Yeah. Won't You See My Neighbor?
Yeah.
Won't You Be My Neighbor? We were the youngest people there for that too.
Yeah, and that old couple at the end was like, did you guys like that?
Bucky and the Squirrels, when we got out of
that is hilarious.
It was 6 people, we're just behind 4 people, and they all stand up and they turn around and they go, so what'd you guys think? We're like, oh, it's great.
Oh, that movie's so funny. I think you can watch it on Prime Video.
$2, and everyone should. Anyway, Book Club had 2 great moments where I always order like cooked food at the theater. You get a buzzer like Fuddruckers, and then they vibrate to tell you to go get your food. And the movie started, and my phone went off. And I almost said my brother, like I was telling a story, not on camera. And you were like, hey, do you want me to tell you what happens? And I went, no, it's just going to be a bunch of fucking scenery of whatever city they're in. I run back with my food, and he leans over, so it's just a bunch of shots of where they were. And then there's, of course, the Colin part. Yeah. Where we're talking about Colin having sex with old ladies. But my favorite moment... the reason I asked, my favorite moment in theaters, you can cut it if you don't like it. My favorite moment in theaters was when we saw Battleship together, and you got up to leave at the end of the movie. I went, hey, there could be an end credit scene. We have to wait. And you went, there's not going to be an end credit scene. And then there is.
It's a bad movie.
I like it.
All right, second to last for the Blu-rays.
Oh, yeah.
Upgrade. I can't believe this is coming out to Blu-ray. Or came out to Blu-ray. It's starring Jennifer Love Hewitt, obviously the co-star of the hit 2004 movie, Garfield the Movie.
Is that her?
Yeah, she's the love interest of Breckenmeyer.
You could say she's the Jennifer Love interest of...
And then Jackie Chan. It's The Tuxedo, a movie I saw in theaters as a kid. I believe this is from 2002.
Was that one of your favorite theater experiences?
No. I did remember liking it as a kid, but then I watched it recently and I was like, is it not very good?
Did we see The Pacifier in theater?
Yes.
I don't remember.
God, that is such a good fucking movie.
Such a good movie.
And then I remember Jackie Chan copied it with like The Spy Next Door.
Yeah. And I always thought Jackie Chan was in The Pacifier. I remember him being one of the ninjas at the end. It's not. It's just other people.
No. Yeah, he's just in the other movie.
Yeah.
Spy Next Door.
I must have once watched Pacifier and Spy Next Door back to back or something then, because I have vivid memories of Jackie Chan and Vin Diesel having a fist fight in a hallway. It's not Jackie Chan. It's not. It's not a racist in that he does fight a bunch of Asians at the end of the movie, but
it's true.
But I swear.
It's also a Disney movie that has Nazis in it.
Yeah, I must have fallen asleep right at the start of the fight scene and woken up.
That's coming out to Blu-ray soon.
Pacifier?
Yeah.
I know, I can't wait. Dad and I told so much about it to Iman. On the camera show, we wouldn't stop talking about it. We're like, remember Brad Garrett and we were 16 going on 17. Okay, last up. It is the Star Trek 50th Anniversary Edition box set. Look at that.
Show the back first.
Show the back. Oh yeah, because the J card. We're not removing it. I'll move my fingy so you can read it. Pause and read. They beam out. I should have done the other way. I think they've used this before the 50th anniversary. I just love that. I love that design. Oh, it slides out this way.
Yeah.
I kind of don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, first up.
Yeah, be careful taking these out because this one's on them. And that one slides out.
So we have the 50th anniversary.
It's gonna.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
Collectible Starfleet insignia badge with the 50 logo, and this I believe is the movies.
Yep.
This is the motion picture through on Discovery Country on the Blu-rays.
It doesn't have the Captain Summit, which is kind of disappointing.
Is that one weird like interview documentary with Whoopi Goldberg that you?
No, it's the one that William Shatner did where it's all the captains, all the different captains.
What was that one documentary we watched that one time? Oh, I think it was something for...
Trekkies?
No, you didn't watch it. It was something when Discovery got announced. They got a bunch of old cast members together, and it's just Whoopi Goldberg for 40 minutes just rambling.
She was on Star Trek?
Yeah, she's in TNG.
Huh.
Yeah, I hate it. It's my least favorite Star Trek then. I don't like Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, it was like her. Brent Spiner was there. It was some big...
Brent Spiner, I like that guy.
It was something... Oh, I didn't show this off. Did you show it off?
No.
Oh, this is really cool. Oh, I didn't even look at that artwork. Look at that artwork.
I like the back of this one. It's got all the different ships.
The ships. Name them all.
I don't know any of them. I know this one. It's the Enterprise.
Yeah.
This looks like a Borg thing.
Nope.
Or something else.
It's a Borg thing. Borg's one thing is that they're in a block, in a cube.
I don't know what the Borg is really. I just love them.
This is Klingon.
Okay, that's what I meant.
That's a shuttle.
Yeah.
That's the UFP bay. I don't know that one. And that looks like a U sub thing. Anyways, this is the entire original series, seasons 1 through 3.
Yeah.
And I guess they don't come out. I don't know. Like the back.
Oh yeah, you can take the whole thing out if you want.
Oh, I thought they came apart from the original. And
no.
Here's the whole thing. It's also got the animated series, the complete animated series,
which I believe had 2 seasons.
Yes, TAS, as I like to call it for right now.
TOS, TAS, TNG.
It is technically called TAS.
DS9.
I am so mad at Star Trek Discovery because I remember it got announced and I was like, hey, every single show has
and they don't call it STD.
And they don't call it STD, they call it Disco because some guy probably caught it. Like, hey, what's the abbreviation for this? Oh, Disco. Okay.
Anyway, and then it's got these cool posters that are like pop arty. There's the motion picture. What's the second one? The Wrath of Khan.
Search for Spock. Which, look at his face here and his face is here. The Voyage Home.
It's got the whales.
Final Frontier, that's right.
This one's directed by William Shatner, I'm pretty sure, and it's terrible.
And The Undiscovered Country. Very cool poster. That looks very... Go back to The Undiscovered Country. That looks very, like, Cartoon Network-y.
It looks like the pop art cover of District 9.
Okay. It kind of...
It reminds me of.
It kind of looks like... Remember how a lot of Cartoon Network shows and stuff, they would, like, outline something and then whatever came in? That's what it kind of looks like to me. So it's a very cool set. I didn't even realize all the colors were beaming out like that. They figured out their match with the 3 colors. They red, blue, and gold just work.
Red, blue, and green. How does that go?
Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Chameleon.
Oh, this was the last Blu-ray, by the way.
Yeah,
so we're done.
They said it was the last up. He trashed his own house party because nobody came.
Oh, okay.
This is the outro. It's the part we do the outro. Like, you can give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. My thumbs are in my pockets. Can you thumbs up for me? Thank you. And subscribe for more videos. Hit that notification bell so you get us all the time so you can always change your mind. I'm kind of hypocritical because I was like, thumbs up. And then I did the bell.
Yeah. Bells.
Who are you?
I'm Bat Tracy.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm Bat Tracy. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Stardust is ending in June.
June 4th.
June 4th? That's soon. That's really soon.
Yeah, it's the 31st.
Oh my god.
That's 5 days.
Well, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at BatTracy01.
And he'll post his Stardust somewhere.
Yeah, I'm going to try and download them all.
You should make a YouTube that's like BatTracy01Stardust.com. And just...
Well, I just would use my personal.
Your personal YouTube?
Yeah.
I've been Lex Dong. Follow me on Instagram at StraightJTheistJerk and on Twitter at IdiotDoll.
If you want to follow the channel as a collective, you can on Instagram and Twitter at Punk Rock Blues.
And you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues.
Yeah, check us $1.
Yeah, or 2 or 111 or you know what? Chuck us $11.10. Or chuck us $1.11. You can do $1.11.
Bye.
Bye.